can't be honest, I lost my inspiration. But then I found it. This is how to become inspired again. And these are 5 practices I incorporated into my routine to become inspired again. First one, get out of your comfort zone. You've got to get out of your comfort zone. Maybe you've become a little too comfy in your zone, doing your thing, focused in, and that is great. But sometimes things can become a bit stale, and that causes us to lose our sense of inspiration. And that is where we can become lacking and just feeling like we need to rejuvenate and ignite that inspiration. So you've got to get out of your comfort zone. Getting out of your comfort zone can look like a few different things. It can be starting a new hobby, trying and experimenting with a new technique with your craft, whatever it may be. Or it can look like getting out and just taking a walk, being in a new environment. For me personally, I picked up a few new hobbies recently. I started running, which has been really great for my mental health. Also, I was never a runner by any means, so this is new for me. I'm pushing myself. When I'm out running, I just really feel like it's mind over matter. My mind is really engaged with my body and it's encouraging. It helps me to just get outside. I'm seeing new things. I'm being in nature because I'll go run outside. I don't have a gym membership, and so running is beautiful. I can be with my thoughts. I'm logged off of social media. I'm just with me, myself, and nature and my body and challenging myself, bringing up a new challenge. And I've also been reading as well as far as a new hobby. That's been so fun and so nice. I know if you watched my monthly favorites video that I previously posted, I talked about some books I was reading. I'm really into fantasy books. I love fantasy, like thriller mystery books, and just diving into new stories and new worlds is getting me out of my comfort zone of my house and my space in my mind and taking me to these beautiful kind of far off worlds, imaginative worlds, of course. Sometimes I wish they were real, but yeah, that gets me out of my comfort zone. With experimenting with new techniques, with your craft, I normally shoot 35 millimeter. I have never delved into medium format before. It was a bit intimidating to me, to be honest. Just like the process of loading the film of 120 looked very intimidating, and I don't know, I just didn't dive into it, and I was feeling like I needed to push myself further with my art, especially because I love to take portraits. So many people told me you need to do medium format. So I was able to actually get a couple medium format cameras loaned to me for the summer. And so I'm playing with that. Again, getting me out of my comfort zone, experimenting with new techniques and new tools. And so I'll be making a separate video about those 2 cameras in medium format in general. But I just wanted to talk about that in this video because I am currently experimenting with new techniques. So that's been really inspiring. On theme. Number 2, educate yourself or study. I know studying sounds boring. I don't mean just like studying for a test like you do in school. Many of us are out of school. Maybe you're still in school, but studying on your craft or educating yourself. And I'll speak from a photographer's standpoint. What I mean is maybe getting a few photo books and educating yourself on different photographers, educate yourself on history of photography. Go to your local library. One of my favorite things to do is to go to my local library. I go to the photo book section, the photography section, and I'll look through and grab maybe 4 or 5 photography books and photographers I do know and some photographers I don't know. And it's so fun to look through and kind of just get that piece of history, see who these photographers were, read about them, what their process was, what they did over a 30, 40-year span of them photographing. I think people want to do so well so quickly and, have that validation of having tons of followers, whether they've been doing a craft for 2 years or 10 years. But I think photo books and educating myself about other photographers, successful photographers, is seeing how their art transformed and blossomed over the course of so many years. It's great to educate yourself, see what other photographers are doing out there, other artists, grab books about other artists and just study and see, you may learn some new techniques that you can introduce into your own work and just become inspired that way. Number 3 is engaging in other arts. As creatives, I think it's important to span your artistic talent across other arts. And this isn't necessarily like getting a new hobby or anything. It could be, but I would say expanding your art. So, if I'm feeling like I'm a bit in a photographic slump, I will go to drawing and I'll just sketch something or, draw on my iPad or sketch in my sketchbook on pen and paper. And I also love to play music. I used to play in a band, but I don't anymore. I decided music wasn't a music career is not what I wanted, but I still love to pick up my guitar and teach myself a few songs or new chord or something like that, or even write a song myself. And that is really inspiring because I find music to just kind of like reignite a bit of a creative spark when I'm feeling like I'm lacking and that I need a little inspiration. Count how many times I say inspiration in this video. Anyway, love music, love drawing. I also really love to watch films. I am a big film buff and I love to watch foreign films. I love to watch very avant-garde films. I really love watching old films, watching kind of films that are going to open my mind up a bit. It's like with reading and storytelling, diving into those different stories, seeing the visuals, seeing cinematography and lighting. It can really just help ignite, creative inspiration into your other work as well. So watching films, playing music, drawing, whatever you want to dive into, I highly recommend to just dive into another artistic craft and see where it takes you. Number 4, practicing mindfulness and meditation. I would say about 3 or 4 years ago, I really started getting into meditating and breath work, and it was a big game changer for me. Meditating just really helped me to clear my mind. I am a big overthinker. I'm an Aquarius and I'm an only child, so I'm very internal and I think about a lot of things. I have a lot of goals and dreams and I'm just always thinking about them, to be honest. I'm always thinking and it's very hard for me to quiet my mind, and meditation and really practicing meditation really helped me to find clarity and peace. It helped me not only to kind of like with running, have that mind-body connection, but it really helped me to find clarity and clearness in my creative endeavors as well. Hayao Miyazaki actually said something in an interview, or it was a statement actually that his people, his PR or whatever, his people put out when he finished The Boy and the Heron. And Hayao Miyazaki is one of my all-time favorite animators, filmmakers. He's amazing. And he actually takes a very holistic approach to his art, his work. He's very connected with nature and all of that good stuff. And the studio basically came out and said, Hayao Miyazaki will be taking a year-long break. He needs time to be able to empty his mind and make room for new work and creating new things. And I was just awestruck by that statement. I thought that was so admirable, so cool of him to do. I feel like with social media, we often feel like we need to go and post stuff back to back to back. Like, I don't know about you, but I feel like even if I take like a week or two of not posting something, I'm like, oh my gosh, people are going to forget about me. It's the end of the world, but it's really not. I think there's something to be said for pausing, and taking a moment and circling this back to meditating. I think that statement from Hayao Miyazaki's team hit me because I'm like, yeah, we need to declutter our minds to make room for new ideas. It's kind of like if your room is messy, you feel stifled, right? You just feel like there's too much going on for you to sit in your room and feel clear, right? So it's like clearing your mind and cleaning your room, the room of your brain, to make room and have it nice and tidy and fresh and feel like it's a safe, comfy space to create new ideas. So meditation is really beautiful. I would also say, kind of going with mindfulness, is journaling. Journaling is a meditation in itself because it's that process of decluttering the mind as well. It's like if there's something you've been feeling, or you can't get your thoughts straight in your mind, or your feelings and your thoughts straight, it's so nice to journal, write your thoughts down, just free write, or give yourself a prompt like, how have I been feeling lately? Or what are my hesitations to putting myself out there with my art? Allowing yourself to just write freely. You can even challenge yourself by, kind of with like timed meditations. I'll do like 5-minute, 10-minute, 15, 20-minute meditations. You can put a timer to your journaling, even just 5 minutes, see what you have to write. And you'd be surprised, just the floodgates sometimes start to pour out when I start journaling. And after I journal, again, it's kind of that feeling I get with meditation, is that sense of clarity. And it's just so beautiful. Lastly, number 5 is change it up. Sometimes you just have to change up your environment, change things up. If things are feeling stagnant and like it's Groundhog's Day and we're just doing the same thing over and over and over, then we're not going to evolve, right? We're not going to give ourselves the room or challenge ourselves to create something new and refresh that energy. We need to refresh the energy sometimes. So that could be changing up your environment, maybe move around your room, kind of like put your bed in a different place, put your desk in a different place. You can go outside and change up your environment, like going camping or traveling, whatever you have the means to do. It could even be driving or walking and taking yourself to a new neighborhood to go walk around and check out. Go to a museum exhibit, a new museum that you haven't seen before. Changing it up, keeping things fresh can really help freshen up our creative juices, right? Dust off that energy and just switch things up. Changing it up doesn't only have to be your environment, it can also be yourself. So changing something up on your appearance, dyeing your hair, trying a different hairstyle, getting a new piercing. For instance, I didn't just get my septum pierced, but I did start wearing jewelry in it again because I was like, you know what? I want to change up my appearance a little bit. And it's been really fun. I've just been playing with like different makeup styles, different clothing. And that change up has really helped to just make me feel really good again, make me feel inspired again. Our identities as artists are also in the clothes that we wear, how we present ourselves. So changing up our environment, getting out there, going to see something new, and then also just refreshing our clothing and trying something new as well can make you feel good. Because when you look good on the outside and you feel good in your body, you feel good with your clothing, your style, you can come and present as an even better artist and more confident and inspired and all that good stuff. So change up your environment, change up your style. By trying out these 5 practices and weaving them into your daily routine, it can really help reignite the inspiration and bring renewed energy into your creative endeavors. And let me know how you get inspired and renew your energy. I would love to know. Drop them below in the comments so that we can all have it as a resource. All of us artists here, we can go to the comments and read them, go to this video and read them anytime you need a little pick-me-up and inspiration. So drop down any inspiration tips down below. Thank you so much for watching, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.